This is such a sweet, sort of a heartfelt film. I mean, but also it's a tale of honesty and sisterhood. There's a little bit of drama and vintage era to it. How
Yeah.
was Sam originally described to you?
Sam was originally described to me as just a sweet, misunderstood, very smart, awkward teenager trying to, you know, find love and find acceptance and figure out who she is. And I think it's a very classic coming of age movie in that way of like Sam is like I remember reading the character description for Sam and thinking, wow, that's literally who I was as a teenager because I think every girl can relate to that of like
Right.
being in that headspace of feeling like, oh, like no one understands me and no one listens to me and my sister hates me and all those things and sort of digging yourself into a hole because you have, insecurities about being a teenager. And yeah, I guess if that answers your question.
How much time did you and Zoe then spend together before filming to flesh out that sisterly bond?
We didn't spend a whole lot of time together. We didn't live in the same city when we were in pre-production, so we did a couple of Zoom calls with the director where we just like talked about our childhoods and told stories from our childhood and bonded over that. And I think that was a really good way to, know that when we landed there, we already had that foundation of like knowing each other pretty well and knowing what our upbringing was like and knowing what our families are like. And I'm really glad that Kate had us do that because I think it just made me so confident going into it. Like, even though we haven't really had a lot of time to get to know each other, I still know this person so well. And Zoe and I just got so close so quickly. We showed up on set and we were like, are you literally my sister? Are you my best friend? And so it was like second nature. It was really great. We had the best time.
There's some beautiful scenery to this film. How does this road trip play into the message and the themes behind BRB?
The road trip really, I think, is a good representation of them growing up and taking a chance on each other. And I think they have this sliver of freedom for maybe the first time. And they obviously want to be close, but they have a lot of barriers between them and a lot of insecurity that makes it hard for them to be close. And I think the road trip is a really good device for forcing them to be in a car together for days and days and days. And so they can't run away from each other and they actually have to confront their relationship in a way that they've never had to before. And every single different stop of the road trip is a different step in their relationship that they have to figure out. And Sam is just learning from her. And I think that Dylan is also learning from Sam in a lot of ways. And it's the perfect device for like, oh, you guys don't like each other? Just sit in a car for a couple days and you really won't like each other, but you'll figure some stuff out. Yeah.
Right? There's so many poignant and powerful scenes to this film. Is there one you're most proud of the work you put into, or maybe one that you share with Zoe that's just keeps a special place in your heart?
Hmm. I think the scene, the scene where I go and apologize to Eric, um, we have our picnic and she at the end of it she's there to comfort me and really show up for me as a sister. Every time I watch that scene, I just think about, the whole movie is kind of building to this moment of like, I need my sister and she knows that. And so she's there for me. And then everything is going to be okay. And it doesn't really matter what happens with our parents or what happens with boys or what happens with college or anything like that. We know that because we've been through so much together, we know that our love is unconditional. And I think that that scene encapsulates the whole point of the movie for me.
It's one of my favorites as well. It's beautifully, beautifully portrayed by the two of you. Talk about working with Kate Cobb and how precious she was, sort of, with letting you all maybe deviate from script when you had those sisterly moments.
Yeah, it was a lot of collaboration from everybody on the day. We obviously had a script to start with, and when I auditioned, I came to them and said, I am in love with this character, and I think if you added the color of disability into the script, it could even add another just extra interesting layer of being 14 and insecure and catfishing your online boyfriend in 2007. I think that that could add a very interesting, I don't know if that's a spoiler that I can't say, but into the, I think it just adds a very interesting color. So when I auditioned, I presented that to them, that idea. And so when I got the offer, they were like, we would love for you to come on and script consult for us and sort of
Wow.
incorporate that into that. So I felt very, very lucky that they trusted me to do that. And we had a lot of conversations about the scenes where I talk about my disability. Had a lot of conversations with Zoe and how she felt about the scenes and making sure that she understood why she was saying what she was saying and why I was saying what I was saying. And Kate really trusted us and gave us a lot of freedom to play. And there are some scenes where we would just like get in the car and drive around and improv. There are some scenes that are just completely improv and some scenes that are a little bit more exactly what was on the page. But like with the picnic scene with Eric, we did some rewrites for that scene on the day just to make it. We really wanted everything to feel very organic and
Mhm.
live, and Kate was really smart in knowing which moments needed to be what was on the page and knowing which moments could shine through in a little bit of improv and a little bit more of that naturalism. So yeah, it was a really, really beautiful, unique experience in that way.
What do you hope lingers with audiences that watch BRB? Maybe authenticity, maybe a bond with your sister should hold no bounds. Is there a message you hope lingers, an emotion even?
Yeah, I hope that the message that lingers is that family is so important. And I know that it's like a very simple statement to say, but I don't have any sisters actually. I have two little brothers and they are my best friends in the entire world. And that's part of why this script spoke so much to me is because my relationship with my brothers has gotten me through every dark time in my life and they are my biggest supporters and my biggest cheerleaders and I genuinely don't know where I would be without them. And I watched this movie and I really do feel like it's a love letter to sisterhood and to being siblings and family and having each other's back no matter what your differences are. Because at the end of the day, that person is someone that you're going to go through your whole life with that knows exactly who you are and exactly where you came from and has seen every single awkward, ugly phase in your life. And it's really important to keep those people close and pay attention to them and listen to them. And um, yeah, I think that's why the ending of the movie is so beautiful to me, is because that's really is it's what it's about. It's like it doesn't matter what happens with school or our parents or anything else because we know that we've got each other. We've got each other's backs. And I think that's the most important thing.
Very well received watching it as a person who saw it and loved it as well.
Oh, thank you.